What's going on, everybody? It's Joe at Swing This, and I am going to be working on a breathing set. Work on, basically, the first rep is going to have one breath in the rack, one breath in the overhead. Then the second rep is going to have 2 and 2, and drop down on that third breath. We're going to try to work our way all the way up to 10, and that'll be one set. But you could start off doing up to 5. But I think this is a pretty interesting way to train your breathing, train how to be relaxed in the rack position, and overhead is going to be the challenge for working on stability and stability strength. So, ready to go. This isn't based on the clock, this is based on my personal respiration. So it'd be cool to use, I'm going to do the next set, probably use my heart rate monitor. But here we go. more challenging than I expected. The overhead holds, definitely got the shoulders fatigued. I'm gonna go back and look and see how long that took. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty tough. So there's a lot of ways to do this, and like I said, this is just a test. It might be working to a program that I'm about to develop, and unfortunately I feel super pumped up. Muscles feel like it's got a lot of blood in them from that really stagnant position, but it's super important for your stability and safety when you're overhead in the jerk, during the jerk of the long cycle. Snatch as well, but for double bells. Anyway, very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna work on the breathing segments. Each rep is gonna have one extra breath, and I'm gonna drop down to 24s to do these. So here we go. Alright, so the goal of that is to keep your heart rate as low as possible by focusing on your breath and long exhales to keep the heart rate down. So I just did 5, I don't know, we can see how long that, it feels like it's about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2, but my heart rate just now is starting to climb up to 142. When I was still breathing and not talking, because you can't talk and breathe at the same time, especially how I like to do it. But breathing and take an inhale and a long exhale helps keep that heart rate down. You're going to feel more, you're going to have more oxygen in your blood, so your heart doesn't have to pump as fast to have a small amount of oxygen. So we want to have a larger amount of oxygen in our blood by focusing on our breathing to keep the heart rate down, keep that. Kettlebell is an extremely sympathetic nervous system driven sport. In this position the whole time, we're tense, relaxed, but that's right there, 106 pounds holding in this position, drive, new position, a lot of different positions of holding weight. So yeah, a lot of people can get used to holding in a certain spot, or even overhead, or anyway, but change in your ability to adapt your breathing to different positions of weight holding tension is what we're looking for. So I think that we should train many different ways as far as to get your body, your mind used to and adapted to those changes.